Well, just signed my portion of the contract of the Wilder versus Fury fight. It is officially on, ladies and gentlemen. This fight is definitely on, man, and I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a exciting fight. It's gonna be an explosive fight. And it's gonna be one for the legacy. You know, definitely one for my legacy. You know, you got the WBC heavyweight champion of the world versus the lineal champion. And it's gonna be a pleasure. The two best heavyweights competing against each other, the best fighting the best, giving the people what they want. And this is what we're doing. I just beat, in my opinion, one of the best heavyweights in Luis Ortiz, and now I'm going for the next best in the heavyweight division, and ain't nobody doing this shit. Announcement next week, baby. Let's go, Bomb Squad!
I know people tired of it. They've been having some real issues finalizing the venue. So we heard from the LA Times yesterday. Well, right now it's September the 20th, 2018, 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to watch the contender. Joshua versus Povetkin is tomorrow. And today, this email comes out right here. This hasn't even been an hour. It hasn't even been an hour. The contracts are signed and the fight is on. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury set for December the 1st. The WBC heavyweight champion Wilder will defend his lineal heavyweight title against Fury, heavyweight champion against lineal heavyweight champion Fury live on pay-per-view. The WBC champion Wilder will defend. Okay, we already read that. The contracts have been signed and the promotional tour will kick off in London October the 1st and continue with stops in New York and LA. We thought the press conference, the first one, was going to be this Monday coming up, which is what, the 24th, but it's not. So yes, we're going to be there covering, not me personally, but one of my partners is going to be in London at the press conference. I'm going to be at the New York press conference, and then my colleague over in LA is going to be at the LA press conference. So, you know, wherever the fight ends up, if it's in New York, it's not going to be in New York. If it's in Vegas or if it's in LA, we're going to be providing coverage definitely. So, you know, this is just pretty much telling you that the fight is done and that the official details are going to come out next week, which means that they probably sorted the venue issue. Ideally, they want to be in Las Vegas, but Los Angeles, the Staples Center came up as a last-ditch effort. They were looking at the Barclays Center, but then Michelle Obama with her book tour grew bigger than what they expected it to be, and then the Barclays Center got taken up. So in this case, a lot of people have been like, man, how many times are we going to hear that these contracts were signed and terms were agreed and yada, yada, yada. But for them to release a press release like this is from the official PR team for Premier Boxing Champions. Anything Floyd Mayweather, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Al Heyman comes from these people. So which means that they're like, okay, now we can finally say that this is done. We were hearing that it was going to be Gervonta Davis versus do I still have it? I don't think I have it anymore. I think I took it down. Not that one. Nope, I took it down. We were hearing that it was going to be Gervonta Davis versus Aaron Damaris and Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz on the undercard. Now we're hearing that that may not necessarily be true, that they could end up on a separate card or possibly on a card in January. No other, you know, we don't know nothing else, you know, other than that. But we now are hearing that, as we heard before, that Keith Thurman could be making his return on December the 1st against likely Jose Zito Lopez, not Zab Judah. I never entertained it. I don't know where that rumor started from, but people were like, you know, tweeting me and getting in my DMs like, yo, you hear about, I don't believe it. And Gerald Swift hurt in a comeback fight from having surgery. That sounds more, you know, toward the tune of this undercard, having two fighters come back off injuries, showcase fights. Then, I mean, you know, Mavericks versus Tank Davis is a good fight, don't get me wrong. But it's Jared Hurd versus whoever he's going to fight in a return from an injury, because it's not going to be Jermell Charlo yet. And then for Keith Thurman to return, you know, for them two versus two really, really good fights that could headline their own cards, Tank Davis versus Gervonta Davis, and Santa Cruz versus Gary Russell Jr., it was hard to believe. And also, Gary Russell Jr. already had his fight this year. It's hard to believe he's going to fight again this year. He already fought once, you know? So we're going to wait for some more information to come out. Let's go take a little gander at Twitter real quick. That was on Deontay Wilder's Instagram. Let's see if Showtime put anything up. Yeah, there's no ticket price, no venue. You know, but remember, this happened before with Mayweather versus McGregor, where they announced a fight before they secured the T-Mobile Arena. Also, I forgot which fights. You know, this is not something that's uncommon. You know, where a fight would be announced, even though it's considered somewhat to be in bad taste. It's you know, not uncommon for a fight to be announced without a venue or ticket sales. They'll have a press conference and say, okay, well, ticket sales are going to be going on a fucking few weeks later or some shit. So I'm actually about to watch Showbox and The Contender on Showtime, and I wonder if they're going to talk about it on Showtime. Let's see. Let's go over to the LA Times. This is the guy that reported yesterday on the Wilder Fury undercard. Yeah, here's the story. Third screen. We'll see, though. Yeah, I'll give him a share. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.